I'm going to go ahead and steal the stage for a second. I'm overwhelmed, to say the least, at all the kind words and everything that's been shared here today. For all of you that have been married in the past, I'm sure you know what I'm going through right now. It's kind of a zoned, dream-like experience. I don't know if I'm awake or if I'm sleeping, but I think I'm awake. So, could I ask Wayne to bring my jacket real quick? I have something in there that I'd like to share with you all. First of all, I just want to thank everybody for coming out this week. We had a really busy week, and I know that everybody was affected by what happened, and by God's grace, we still managed to have a wonderful and celebratory day today. Henny, my room, you can have it. I'm happy where I'm at now. I love you too, my brother. Wayne, thank you for the kind words. You're really, really sweet. If you haven't noticed, the cake that we have there was specially made for me by a very sweet and close person to my heart at this point, probably the closest on this planet Earth. We had discussed doing a Tarzan and Jane thing. She wasn't too happy about it in the beginning, but I came in and I saw that and I was like, wow. It's a little Tarzan and Jane icing. She made a chocolate, that's my favorite, so I'm going to go and eat that sometime this week. She's a real jewel. I'd heard through the grapevine, Debbie, that you had a little surprise for me. So I had prepared something which I'd like to share, and on account of keeping short, I'm not going to say anything else. I'll put together just a little poem, short story, if you will. I'm not the world's greatest poet, okay? So I am warning you. But on account of it being 4 pages with huge handwriting, I know it'll just take a couple of minutes. And I just want to go ahead and share that right now. So if you'll bear with me, I'd like to share with you what my life is about in a nutshell, and the point to which God has brought me. I titled this little story, How Does God Answer Prayer? Not too long ago, there was a young lad who was introduced to a young lady by his over-anxious dad. There were not too many sparks that initially flew, maybe a few, but as the time went by, their bond gradually grew. It didn't take them long to figure out God's plan, which was simply this. She was his woman, and he was her man. How does God answer prayer? In a distant land, around the same era, another young man's dreams were coming ever nearer. He had met a young lady through a friend of a friend, and had hoped for a friendship that would never end. There were not too many sparks that initially flew. Now, that might not be entirely true. But as time went by, their bond gradually grew, and it didn't take them long to figure out God's plan, which was simply this. She was his woman, and he was her man. How does God answer prayer? Even though these two couples knew nothing of each other, there was but one common thread that invisibly sewed them together. For many a time before the end of their day, both couples would seek the Lord's face and sincerely pray. Father in heaven, you're awesome. You're great. Keep for my child one day your perfect soulmate. How does God answer prayers? The years had gone by, the children had come. The time spent together were priceless. The memories were fun. Little, however, did they consciously realize that through life's daily and constant cares, the process that was already set in motion by their precious heartfelt prayers. How does God answer prayers? Watch this. It does not matter where on this earth we may stay. God hears every word when his children pray. For you see that the first couple that this poem had was none other than my very own mom and dad. Coincidentally, the second couple of whom it bragged happened to now be my in-laws, also mom and dad. One might ask someone like them the question, how does God answer prayer? In my own experience, give me this one chance to share. For many a time I too would pray that very prayer. Father in heaven, you're awesome, you're great. Keep for me one day my perfect soulmate. Not too long ago, I met this incredible girl. Absolutely incredible girl. Not too many sparks initially flew. I'll put that in because it rhymed, but in my view, that is entirely untrue. Sparks did fly. But as time went by, our bond gradually grew, and it didn't take us too long. But we figured out God's plan, and it was simply this. She is my woman, and I am her man. Truly, how does God answer prayer? I can't tell you today how, but all I really know is this, that He does. And today, as I stand here before you, He is answered mine. Thank you, Debbie, for being in my life. I love you more than I have. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Enjoy the blessing.